Here on Times Now. This is Blueprint Explosive Exclusive and I'm Hina Gambhir. Viewers, Hyderabad's Jubilee Hills bipole has turned into a full-fledged war. So much so that the ruling party in Telangana is now beginning to even resort to fakery to woo voters. Look at these visuals that we are showing to you. The Chief Minister of Telangana, in fact, has claimed that Mohammad Azharuddin, actually the new cabinet colleague of Revant Reddy, helped India win a World Cup. This is what Revant Reddy has claimed. Soon to be fact-checked by netizens. It wasn't Azharuddin, but actually Kapil Dev, whose captaincy, in fact, first helped India get its first World Cup in 1983. Not just that, the Chief Minister, while addressing an election rally in Shaikpet, didn't even shy away from saying Muslims mean Congress, Congress means Muslims. Remember, somebody had even said Indira is India and India is Indira. So it's that mindset that the opposition in the state of Telangana is now talking about, and that's something that the Congress party is, being questioned for. Now, this is what he said. He said that the strength of the Telangana government is their Muslim brothers and sisters. Listen in.
मैं मंत्री बनाया, एक खिलाड़ी, दो खिलाड़ियों को डीएसपी बनाया, तीसरे खिलाड़ी को जो हिंदुस्तान को जिताया वर्ल्ड कप में, उनको मैं मंत्री बनाया। भाई, माइनॉरिटी का मुसलमान भाइयों का हिस्सा अजहरुद्दीन साहब को हमने मंत्री बनाया। फिर किशन रेड्डी साहब को क्या तकलीफ हो रहा, पेट में क्या दर्द हो रहा? किशन रेड्डी साहब ने दरखास्त रखे गवर्नर साहब को, भाई अजहरुद्दीन को मंत्री नहीं बना देना, आप वक्त नहीं देना। मैं पूछना चाहता हूं शेखपेट से किशन रेड्डी साहब को, आपके बाप का जागीर जायदाद हम नहीं मांगा। हमने गुजरात नरेंद्र मोदी जी का जमीन जायदाद हम नहीं मांगा। तेलंगाना रियासत में जो हमारे मुसलमान भाइयों का हिस्सा, जो मंत्रिमंडल में उनका हिस्सा, मोहम्मद अजहरुद्दीन को हम मंत्री बनाए। मंत्री बना के माइनॉरिटी के हिस्से माइनॉरिटी को दे दिए। मुसलमान का मतलब कांग्रेस, कांग्रेस का मतलब मुसलमान। आज कांग्रेस की ताकत, तेलंगाना सरकार की ताकत हमारे मुसलमान भाई बहनों, ये तेलंगाना सरकार के दो आंखें मुसलमान और हिंदू, हम ये दोनों के बीच में कभी फर्क नहीं देखा।
Now, viewers, we know that Jubilee Hills by-election has literally become a prestige battle for all major political parties in Telangana. But the question is, why resort to fakery? The outcome of this bipole is not really going to change the fate of the ruling party. But this shows the stakes are quite high. The voting is on 11th of November. Remember this date. In the run-up to this, a lot of actions by the ruling party qualify as minority appeasement. Remember, minorities constitute, in fact, over 30% of the voters here. Hence, minority, in fact, community holds the key. The total voters in this constituency are 3.9 lakh. And out of these, 1.2 lakh are Muslim voters. And this is the reason why the opposition is saying that all the actions that have been taken by the ruling party, by the Congress government in Telangana in the run-up to this bipole are actually qualifying as Muslim appeasement, minority appeasement. Now, because Congress has never won this seat since 2009. Interestingly, AIMIM is backing the Congress party this time instead of fielding its own candidate. Just recently, former cricketer Mohammad Azharuddin was inducted in Reddy's cabinet. He became the first Muslim face in the cabinet. Opposition then also called it appeasement. And few weeks before that, again, in the run-up to the bipolls, 2,500 square yards of the land that was there in this area in Shaikpet was allotted to, to the community for a graveyard by the government. This was the action. Turned out that it actually belonged to the army. Left red face, the government then reportedly allotted 2 acres of land in Eragada to the minority community to compensate. Opposition termed it naked appeasement. Now, look at the timing. As I mentioned earlier, keep an eye on the timing here. 11th of November, the day of elections, the day of by-elections there. October 5, land is allotted for graveyard. October 6, EC announces bypoll dates, and 11th November is when the bypolls are going to happen. And now, as we are inching closer to that, you had, the government there inducting Muhammad Azharuddin as a cabinet minister in Telangana cabinet. Now, he's the first Muslim face. And then we also have this kind of a statement coming in from Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy himself, who's been very actively campaigning, by the way, for the Congress's candidate in this bypoll. Many say it's going to be a test of his leadership in the state of Telangana. So stakes are very, very high. It is a prestige battle, really. Now, BJP says this exposes the appeasement mindset of the Congress. The CM is banking only on Muslim votes, and that's why he has not made even a single statement on development. There's nothing much to say. K.T. Rama Rao of the BRS has slammed the Telangana Chief Minister, saying Muslims existed even before Congress party was born. Even if the Congress vanishes tomorrow, Muslims will remain. BRS has also demanded an apology from Revanth Reddy. And then Congress netas later tried to suggest that Revanth Reddy's statement has been misinterpreted. After facing a lot of backlash, we had Shabir Ali, advisor to the Telangana government, in a damage control mode, saying there is a culture in the Congress party where Muslims and Congress, even before independence, fought for independence together. Hence, there is a deep connection. He tried to suggest that Revanth Reddy's statement, in fact, has been misinterpreted. Listen in to the war of words.
This is a frustrated talk by CM, and he is only banking on minority votes. He is telling that Muslim की इज्जत के बीजेपी कांग्रेस से है और मुसलमान के लिए हम कांग्रेस है. And his statements, all these things he has made.
रॉन्ग इंटरप्रेटर कर रहे हैं कि कांग्रेस कभी भी ऑलवेज, अगर हिस्ट्री देखेंगे बिफोर इंडिपेंडेंस, आजादी से पहले भी मुसलमानों ने कांग्रेस पार्टी से मिलकर आजादी की लड़ाई लड़ी. तो वो परंपरा आ रही है, कांग्रेस मुस्लिम, मुस्लिम कांग्रेस.
If the Congress party believes that without them there would not be any Muslims, let me remind the ignorant souls of Congress party that much before the Congress party was ever born, Muslims already had existed in our country and also in the world.
And to discuss it, I'm joined by T.R. Srinivas, leader of Telangana BJP, Dr. Akashdeep Muni, who is a political analyst leaning towards the Congress party. We also have with us Mahesh Bigala, who is leader of the BRS. Good evening to all of you. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now. Dr. Akashdeep Muni, there was a time we heard Indira is India and India is Indira. Now we are hearing from the, Congress party's big leader, Revanth Reddy, who's also the Chief Minister of Telangana. Congress means Muslims, Muslims mean Congress party. What's really happening, sir?
No, actually, the media has not listened anything after Indira and between Modi, it seems. There are many statements given. Have you heard Sakshi Maharaj, the Union Minister, who said that you tell me whether you are a Ramzada or a Dashzada?
I am asking you a very specific question because a statement has been made by the Chief Minister of Telangana, Mr. Revanth Reddy. Do you have any response to that? Because I really do not have a lot of time to discuss other issues here. Do you have anything to say about what Mr. Revanth Reddy has said, Dr. Akashdeep Muni?
आप जो सुनना चाहते हैं वो मैं नहीं बोलूंगा.
सर, मैंने सवाल पूछा है आपसे, आप वो जवाब देना नहीं चाहते. मैं आपसे पूछ रही हूँ, इंग्लिश का एग्जाम है, आप कह रहे नहीं मैं तो फिजिक्स तैयार करके आया हूँ, मैं तो फिजिक्स के आंसर्स लिखूंगा यहाँ पे. ऐसे थोड़ी होता है. इट्स अ डिबेट, वी आर डिस्कसिंग समथिंग स्पेसिफिक.
You want to say that कि I will acknowledge your facts. Indira is
India. It's not fiction that I'm talking about, Dr. Akashdeep Muni. It's a fact. It's a statement that has been made by Revanth Reddy. What do you have to say about that statement? It's my direct question to you.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि बीजेपी कम्युनल हेट्रेड करती है, और whatever the Revanth Reddy has said, Revanth Reddy in the same vein has said that Congress is for Hindus and Muslims both. You have played it now only, but you have not played T. Raja's comments, where he's saying that whosoever, you all need to ensure that more Hindus cast their votes by telling everyone.
So
that
there is nothing wrong, basically. 1 second. To sum up, there is nothing wrong in your opinion what the Chief Minister has said. You're okay when a Chief Minister says Congress means Muslims, Muslims means Congress. You're okay with that? It's secular.
No, you have you listened to the other line also? It's
Okay, so
phrase
T.R.
में दो
Srinivas,
sentence होते हैं,
if he
उन्होंने
has
ये
said
चीज बोला
Muslims
था।
means Congress, Congress means Muslims, we are supposed to ignore that. We have to see what else he said in the same breath. By the way, he also said that it was Azharuddin who helped India actually get a World Cup. Even that was incorrect.
Hina, hi. It's really great to be in your debate back. Let me quote a Hindi Urdu couplet. कांग्रेस की रीत सदा चली आई, प्राण जाए पर अपीजमेंट ना जाए. This is what is happening right now in Jubilee Hills elections. Knee-jerk reactions. 60 to 65% of the population, that is the BC population and the Muslim population, they are playing the cards here. Rest, they are not concentrating anywhere. And plus, Azharuddin's, the statement of Revant Reddy on Azharuddin, I don't know, I think in which La La Land he is, or is he trying to produce one more movie where he project in a fictitious form. Azharuddin has won the World Cup, but Revant Reddy is hiding his failures after failures. For example, the greatest of the greatest, Rahul Baba's minority declaration, they have fooled the Muslims left, right and center here. BC declaration, they did not work with the center to bring in a proper resolution. They keep on blaming BJP for everything. And I was listening to Sri Akashdeep Muni, the Hey Munivar. Please do some research into whatever you're talking. We are on the ground, we understand what is going on. I don't know from where you're getting your data.
Okay. Mahesh Begala, what is really happening? Why is Jubilee Hills by-election so important that one after the other we are seeing, statements coming in from the Chief Minister, the kind of actions that we have seen in the run-up to this by-election qualify as appeasement of a particular community?
It's nothing but a desperation of both the Congress and BJP. See, definitely to talk about the BJP, they lost the ground and therefore they're not even going to get the deposits in this election. They don't have their significance. So they started playing their own cards. When it comes to the Congress, the difference between Congress and TRS is a real secular, and they work for the development and the construction of any constituency or whatever. In terms of KCR, if you talk about KCR is for the construction and Revant Reddy is for the destruction. Whether it's a minority or whether Hindus or any community for that matter, KCR looked at all the communities as one, and the people of Telangana are people of Jubilee Hills, and Revant Reddy comes with the destruction of Hydra forces, and KCR comes with the construction. So now this election is very, very simple and by-election of one constituency in the state of Telangana. But this is going to set the tone for the entire state of Telangana, and the Revant Reddy and Congress government is going to lose the ground. If he really thinks that, he is for the minorities, he is for the Muslims, or he is for all the communities, what happened? Why Azharuddin was not inducted when the government was formed 2 years back? Why during the Jubilee Hills election? That's a question people are asking. That's not only the Muslim people of Telangana are asking. When you take the government of when the Telangana government was formed under the KCR, was the first minority minister was Mahmood Ali, who was the deputy CM first term, and second term also he was the home minister. That's the real intent of the TRS party, to address whether it's a minority or everyone, to address all the sectors.
Okay.
But now in this election, they don't have any agenda. TRS is going with the development, what they have shown in the last 10 years. We are going to appeal based on our record.
Okay.
So the Congress and BJP, they don't have any agenda, just they're going on the internal agenda that, just they are match fixing just to divert the politics of the people of Jubilee Hills. It's just the diversion politics played by both BJP and Congress.
Okay. I will get BJP to respond to the points you have made, but before that, I want to go across to Dr. Akashdeep Muni. It's a sign of desperation. There is nothing about development that the Chief Minister, that other leaders who are campaigning ahead of this by-election can really talk about, and that's the reason why they're indulging in vote bank politics. How will you like to address this?
Bharatiya Janata Party has been doing since a long time of vote bank politics and appeasement. When the Honorable Prime Minister said that should your hard-earned money be given to those having more children, Prime Minister Modi did appeasement. Everybody knows what he was speaking. So this, I think, this people of Jubilee Hill know that where they should vote. And regarding development, you have cited yourself that Azharuddin was included in the cabinet because he belongs to a certain community, and to give them space, it has been done.
But then the question is why
development,
just
part of
days
the-
before the by-polls? That's another question.
See, many a times the Home Minister, the Prime Minister, when asked why days before it has been done, they have said that you cannot think or do things depending upon the timing of voting, because voting happens round the clock. 5 years all the way.
Okay, interesting.
So
I'll get Mr.
same
T.R.
is the
Srinivas to
case
respond to that. But before that, a quick clarification, Dr. Akashdeep Muni. So, by quoting BJP Prime Minister and the Home Minister in both the specific points that we raised with you, the way you justified the action of Telangana government, are you saying that whatever is happening is absolutely correct? There's nothing wrong if Mohammad Azharuddin was inducted in the cabinet just days before the by-election? It's absolutely fine. We shouldn't really read too much into the timing here. It's justified?
Why not?
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
When
T.R. Srinivas.
in Bihar, depending upon the caste of people, community of people, and depending upon the
Okay,
bahubal
so
of
T.R.
people,
Srinivas, the
it will
point
gain-
that is being made by Dr. Akashdeep Muni is that if BJP does it, it's fine. Then even Congress party can do it. Why raise questions?
See, if I say the niyat of Congress was really straight, it should have done in the first year. Why right now? Because, see, Congress, the philosophy of Congress right now, after Sri Rahul Gandhi roaming across the world and he's getting his tuitions, is based on the principle of 80-20. Divide 80% Hindus, 20% minority consolidation. This is what is happening. In the shelf of the secularism, now Mr. Azharuddin will sit there. Yes, हमने तो कर दिया. देखिए आपके यहाँ से एक मंत्री बन गया. This is what has happened in BRS government. Mahmood Ali Sahab was not taking all the decisions. KCR Sahab was taking all the decisions. Both will become a symbol of secularism, nothing else. Now both the parties have fooled the minorities. That's it.
Okay, Mahesh Begala.
Just I want to ask Mr. T.P. Srinivas, if the Modi is the Prime Minister, he doesn't have the right to take a decision, or he will ask for every minister and go and take the decision. So he needs to understand KCR was the Chief Minister for 10 years and always he makes the final decision. Even not only about the minority minister, for every minister, colleague cabinets are 17 ministers, they're restricted to their individual portfolios. It's unlike Modi. KCR has given the independence to all their cabinet colleagues, and they made their own decisions in their individual departments. Unlike the Modi, the way it's running like a dictatorship, the way in India, it is not a democracy anymore. If whatever Modi says, all the other cabinet colleagues just need to follow, or even there is no opposition. Even we saw the destruction in all other states as well. And T.P. Srinivas can't even talk about how the decisions were made, whether it's a state or central level. And when it comes to the
he's talking
Jubilee Hill
hearsay,
selection,
mere
this is
rhetoric,
going to change
and all
the direction
without any
of
facts
the
or figures.
entire-
What
the
happened?
entire Telangana and Congress.
Mahesh
the
Begala,
election,
one
the next
second.
Congress.
Mahesh Begala, one second. Mahesh Begala, one second. T.R. Srinivas wants to come in. Yes.
We stayed at 3.5 lakh crores of big fiscal hole when BRS left. Now at 4.5 lakhs fiscal deficit. Where is the money to do all these things? Even the minority development programs cannot be implemented. Even the pension programs are not going up. And even the RTC has failed now. Even there are a lot of reports there. What is the governance has failed? In the last 10 years of BRS, now the 5 years of Congress government, we are seeing utter failure even in the urban areas.
Mahesh Begala and Dr. Akashdeep Muni, isn't that a valid point? Because otherwise, what is the need really to, do these kind of activities which also look like as if you are trying to appease a particular community? We know how important that minority community really is in this particular by-election, because we haven't really seen a lot of leaders there, from the Congress and the BRS really talk about development. I mean, for example, the land also that was allotted, which eventually turned out to be Army's land, it was also said that it was a long pending demand, but suddenly just before the announcement by EC, the land was allotted. I mean, why is this happening if a lot of work was done for the benefit of the community? Dr. Akashdeep Puri first and then Mahesh Begala.
I'll take only 10 seconds. the Telangana BJP's T.R. Srinivas is very confident that BJP will be doing development and Congress and BRS won't.
Yes.
Then why they are
And
not
all
voted to
confident.
power?
Yes.
क्यों लोग
they are
आपका
confident.
बात नहीं सुन रहे हैं?
नहीं,
People are
लेकिन
not
आपने मेरे
voting
सवाल का
for.
जवाब तो दिया
They
नहीं।
are
मैंने
not
आपसे
voting
सीधा
you.
सीधा सवाल पूछा है
मैं तो
कि डेवलपमेंट अगर किया है आप लोगों ने पहले बीआरएस के रूल में, अब कांग्रेस के रूल में, उसकी बात तो कोई कर नहीं रहा है। जितने भी आपके एक्शन हुए हैं अभी तक, वो लग रहा है कि यू जस्ट वांट टू अपीज अ पर्टिकुलर कम्युनिटी। व्हाई सो?
के बाद
आकाशदीप मुनि, वेरी क्विकली 10 सेकंड्स, देन महेश बिगाला।
10 सेकंड। मैं क्लियरली बोलना चाहता हूं कि अगर बीआरएस के रूल के बाद लोगों के पास ऑप्शन था बीजेपी और कांग्रेस को चूज करने के लिए, उन्होंने कांग्रेस को चूज किया। इसीलिए क्यों नहीं कांग्रेस डेवलपमेंट की बात करता है, बीजेपी सिर्फ हिंदू मुस्लिम की बात करती है।
महेश बिगाला, 10
Otherwise,
seconds
वो choose कर
closing
लेते हैं।
comments please. Okay, Akashdeep Muni, I heard your point. Yes.
Yeah, Hina, yes, it's very, very clear. Always Congress looked Muslims as their vote bank politics, but whereas the KCR always wanted the development and real development and welfare of not only the one sector.
Well, you're saying it, but we're not really seeing leaders talk about development when it comes to campaigning on the ground. I mean, we'll see eventually what happens in Jubilee Hills by-election. Clearly, it is a prestige battle for all the major political parties in Telangana. We'll, of course, be keeping our viewers ahead on this big story from Telangana. For now, I'm completely out of time. Thank you all for joining us on this debate.